Again, can you hear me? I was, what's up? Oh, yeah. Oh, loud and clear. I like it. Oh.
Hi, everyone.
So, yeah, we missed you again. So I have a long time for these concluding remarks, but I will give you relief by saying I'm not going to take a fraction of the time before I hand it to Gen. I just want to say a few things. The first thing, of course, is thanks to Monash. Monash has been a wonderful host over these days, and Vivian did an amazing job organizing this, so just a big round of applause for her. And Jennifer and Steve and Michelle and all the people serving the food and keeping this place clean. It's just it's a wonderful place and a wonderful facility, and our thanks to them. Another thanks that I haven't mentioned enough, but they're so important to our global impact, is of course the sign is always there. We bring it around ECGI. And I bring it up in a very deliberate way because ECGI has fed back to us that the blog posts, so we always have a blog post series, and usually in the past we've had a great tradition, and I hope it continues, where we get so many people wanting to put posts about their papers that we have to have 2 posts. They have people working with us to coordinate. And so after the event, you'll get an email about the post, and I just hope that everybody puts that in, and just to know that they really appreciate this. The feedback we've received is sort of, this ensures that they don't like to call it anymore the European Corporate Governance Institute, because in fact it is not anymore. It's ECGI because it's global. And they, I think, have seen our group as an essential pipeline to what's going on in the region. And one way is through the blog post. The other is the second reason why I have to thank them, which is if you look through the papers, you'll see working papers from the ECGI series cited all the time. It's a terrific platform, and in the past, we've had most of our papers eventually go up in the working series. Now we have to work with the timing, because it's nice actually to have a post attached to a paper, or at least a draft, right? So I will send out the email and we'll think about the timing, but that doesn't always have to happen, but it probably gives you some encouragement to sort of get your drafts along the way, and there'll be more information about that. I spoke about it in the board, but again, I have to speak about it here. The Chinese Journal of Comparative Law is also a consistent platform, and the way that it works is, in fact, we call it a special issue, but it's not really a special issue. It's just that if you present it here and you got comments, those comments serve as essentially one review. So then if you submit to them, you have to go through another blind peer review, which is great because your paper is not a special issue paper. You can report it as a properly peer-reviewed paper. And I am nominally sort of the special editor, but really what my job is I help them find peer reviewers. And then depending on what the peer review says, the paper goes forward or not. So just to be clear, we don't have control over the journal. The journal's its own entity. They've entered into this arrangement with us, but their sort of processing of it and taking care of it is entirely on the journal itself. But we're thankful to them for that, and that's another avenue. Of course, people have published in many places coming out of this conference, and that's also wonderful to see, right, that we have this diversity of publications. So that's another great thing. And just on an ending note is, I think every year since it started in Singapore, it's gotten better. Yeah, I heard that from a bunch of people. Better in quality, better in community, better in this being an event that people look forward to. And so I think that is a great segue. Yeah, we have Tokyo next year, and we even have Seoul National after that lined up. And so you can mark it in your calendar. I won't spoil Gen's surprise. He can release the dates to you. But of course, Tokyo, the bar has been lifted each time. And I have quite good confidence that Tokyo will further raise the bar during cherry blossom season. And with their planning, only Tokyo University, well, now Seoul Nationals may be copying them, are starting to ask 2 years ahead of time, which room will we use in this? So there is supreme planning, and it is terrific, and that is Tokyo, and it's wonderful. And so with that, I want to in advance thank Tokyo for stepping up a long time ago, saying they were going to take this on the same way that Monash has, the same way that Chula has, the same way that Seoul National has. And I'm super excited coming off of this wonderful event at Monash to take it to Tokyo. And with that, I hand it over to Gen. By the way, I should say, Gen won't be able to say this, but Gen is, I always think of him as a corporate lawyer, because that's all that I know. But Gen is this some sort of maritime law god. I don't know, with the Straits of Hormuz, you must have a lot to worry about these days, and it's keeping you busy. But Gen wears this other hat, which is even more than an academic hat. It's sort of representing the nation in a way. So that is why Gen is not here. He's on the video. But I will leave it to Gen to explain to you Tokyo next year. Thank you again for breaking away from this significant thing you're at on maritime law for this. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I hope you can hear me.
Yes. Very well.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Okay. I'm sure that you all had a wonderful time discussing corporate law issues while I was stranded in meeting room in London, hearing all the diplomatic words from both sides of the world. So, and also congratulations to Mona, Vivian, Steve, and Jennifer. I'm sure that it has been a wonderful and successful this year again. So, as Dan mentioned, we will be hosting the ACLF 2027 next year. So let me just share my screen so that you can see the dates. Can you see it? Yes. Yes, it's good. Okay. Okay, wonderful. So, so next year it will be in March. March 16th, we will have the ACLF board meeting and together with the public seminar. And on March 17th and 18th, we will have 2 days conference as usual. So, one correction to that is actually a bit early for the cherry blossoms. It will be, so I would recommend you to stay another week for cherry blossoms. I'm sorry that for it. Or maybe if the global warming goes, maybe we can see it in mid-March. But anyway, so it will be in mid-March, 16th, 17th, and 18th. And I hope that this doesn't overlap with any of the important holidays and weeks. So, and for the public seminar, I think we discussed in the board meeting yesterday, and Moyo was there to represent us. The topic will be activists and investors in Asia. There's a strong interest in Japan about how our Asian neighbors are dealing with this issue. So it will be about the behavior of activists and investors, and also how the corporations and relations react to that. So that will be the topic of public seminar, but as usual, ACLF covers any other issues as well. So I look forward to welcoming you all and having another wonderful ACLF next year. So thank you so much, and thank you for the back to now.
Thank you very much, Jen. I know everybody is super excited about Tokyo, and with that, I think, unless anybody is going to object, done. And just thank you so much. Have a very safe trip home, and thanks again to Monash. Thank you.